What's good, y'all? What y'all doing? Y'all know what it is. It's just another episode of the What Y'all Doing podcast. What y'all doing, bro? It's like that late text. You get that late text late at night. You're like, what y'all doing? What you gonna do? Is you gonna respond to it or not? No, I'm just playing. It's mainly because of the time that I'll be recording these, bro. But yeah, this is episode 4 officially of the What Y'all Doing podcast. Ain't too much going on for real, bro. It's just, what I'm saying? Like I was saying, it's just me up late, just chilling. So we had a lot happen this week, or really last week, but I still included it as this week. There's a few topics that I want to talk about. One of the first topics I want to dive into is a PlayStation State of Play. So to be honest, I saw both sides of the fence, bro. I saw a lot of people like the PlayStation State of Play this year or the previous one that just happened. It was kind of meh, and then I saw it was bad. Then I saw some people say it was pretty good. I say I'm one of those people that lean more into like I thought it was good, bro. And to be honest, one of the main reasons I thought it was good is because I don't know. I feel like this state of play, it really appealed to like my own sensibilities as a gamer. I feel like there were a lot of genres that really connected with me. Not every genre really connected with me. We're gonna talk about that later in a second. I'm actually gonna do a ranking. So I'm gonna rank them live on the podcast. I'm gonna do a ranking of the state of play 2024 by trailers. So are y'all ready? Let's start and tell me what y'all opinions are and how y'all will rank the PlayStation State of Play if you watched it. So I want to start out with the first number 14. Okay, wait. So just to make it known, they show 14 games at the PlayStation State of Play. So in the number 14 spot, we got Concord. So Concord was like the show opener or whatever. And it took up a long time. I think out of all the presentations that they had at the PlayStation State of Play, I think Concord took up the longest, and it was also the first. Now I put it at number 14. One of the main reasons I put it at number 14 is not necessarily because it's a bad game or because I thought the presentation was terrible. That's not true. I thought the presentation was good, and maybe the game is good. Some people are saying it kind of looks like an Overwatch clone. I don't know. I tried to play Overwatch. I was trash at it. And so that brings me to the main reason why I got it at number 14 is because I'm not good at team deathmatch hero shooters, bro. I'm not good at them. Like I tried to play Apex. I really like Apex, but I'm trash at Apex Legends, bro. Now, that's not a hero shooter. Like it's not a 5v5. I know that, but still I kind of just related to that a little bit. But it's not number 14 because I'm bad at it. Like, and that's one thing I want to say about this list is that it's not about me ranking these games, whether or not I think they good. It's more so like, do I see myself playing this game? I don't see myself playing Concord, y'all, to be honest, because I'm not good at it. Like, I'm not good at hero shooters, bro. But it might be something I'll try out. Say, for example, if my family or friends want me to try it out, then I'll try to play Concord, bro. But other than that, I'm not gonna play Concord. But I will say shout out to the Concord team because it's not easy to go first. But y'all definitely did that and y'all wore it with a badge of pride. So shout out to y'all, bro. Y'all did y'all thing and success on y'all game too. So this is exactly why I told you all that I'm not necessarily ranking these games based on whether I think they're going to be good or bad. It's more so like, what do I plan on like purchasing or playing? Now check this out. Number 13, we have God of War Ragnarok PC. Now y'all probably like, wait a minute, bro, but you told us that you fuck with God of War. That is true. I do fuck with God of War, and I fuck with both of the new God of War Ragnaroks. The reason I got Ragnarok PC at number 13 is because let me keep it right with y'all. I still have yet to beat God of War Ragnarok on my PlayStation 5. Y'all, I spent $70 on that game and I still ain't did nothing with it. I ain't did nothing with it, bro. I don't even think I'm 30% through that game, bro. Can I be honest with y'all? but it's coming to the PC, bro. You know, then it's gonna bring all the fixings. Like I think they said it's gonna have uncapped frame rate, all that stuff that really appeal to, you know, like PC gamers and stuff like that. Gamers in general nowadays, but yeah, I'm not gonna be buying that on a PC when I ain't even beat it on my PlayStation 5. Now I'm gonna be $140 in the hole. Still ain't did no with it. I'm not about to buy it, but if you have yet to play Ragnarok, I definitely would recommend you get it on a PC and play it if your PC is strong enough and you also like games that are strong in story and action. So if you have yet to play God of War Ragnarok, I definitely recommend you go ahead and pick that up on your PC, but it's up to you. So then, that one right there was a bit shorter, but I put it right there. Right now we're kind of going in order of the state of play presentation, but it's not gonna stay that way. So we got number 12. We have Alien Rogue Incursion. Now this game right here, so I want to start by saying, me personally, bro, I'm pretty sure y'all know, especially in terms of like the movies and stuff that I've spoken about. I'm actually a really big fan of horror in general, bro. Like when it comes to books, video games, movies, TV shows, I'm a big fan of horror. But this game in particular is going to be a VR game. And now I still have yet to, I'm still a little apprehensive on VR, y'all, to be honest. Like, I don't know, I feel like as soon as I put on the VR headsets, I feel like I'm gonna take them off. My TV screen gonna be busted. My laptop gonna be thrown across the room. My phone gonna be hanging from the ceiling fan somehow. Like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm gonna get real destructive, bro. I feel like it's gonna take away all my sense of like spatial awareness or something like that. And I'm kind of apprehensive, but based on the trailer, it basically looked like what you would typically expect from a horror game based on the Aliens franchise. Is basically like you're a lone space person. You're trapped in a dark and claustrophobic space with a xenomorph hunting you. So it seemed like it's like a cat and mouse game type of game. It's almost like Alien Isolation. I'm sure y'all heard of Alien Isolation, bro, but that's what it kind of seemed like. It's one of those type of games. In terms of presentation, though, I'll probably say this is one of the few games that I feel like didn't really have a good presentation. Although I would play it if it looks better, like based on the reviews, like if they say that, you know, you kind of want to just kind of forget about that. I will say that this game kind of had, I don't know, I feel like it did have a worse presentation, so maybe it should be 14, but if we're looking at what am I likely to play or purchase, it'll definitely be at 12, because I definitely don't see myself purchasing or playing the first two. Hopefully we do get Alien Isolation 2. If we don't, if y'all plan on playing Alien Rogue Incursion, I hope you enjoyed it and good luck to y'all, but I don't see myself playing that game. I'm gonna keep it right, bro. So then we move on to number 11. So number 11 is Skydance's Behemoth. Now this game right here is kind of like it's in a funny spot, because okay, so this game is VR also, so it's kind of like the Alien game is also VR. And that gives me, you know, again, it gives me that kind of apprehension towards it, where I like, yeah, I don't really know if I want to get this. But it's one of those games that's kind of weird, because I still want to play it. Now I know that's strange, but if you look at it, it's kind of like a mix of Skyrim, because it's VR, so you know it's most likely gonna be first person. And then it's also mixed with something like the two new God of Wars, where it's based on, it seems like it's heavily influenced by like Nordic culture and like Vikings and stuff like that. And I think those are like really cool settings in video games. And they've been like real popular. Now I think you had, what was that called? It was like Assassin's Creed Valhalla or something like that they came out with recently. What was that, like 2018 or something like that? They came out with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I didn't play that. I really don't want to play it either. Like I don't really, I mean, you know, I think we talked about Assassin's Creed Shadows last last episode, like I fell off in terms of Assassin's Creed. I fell off of Assassin's Creed on 3. I think 3 was probably my favorite Assassin's Creed too. I think the last Assassin's Creed that I wanted to play was 4, but I don't even feel the urge to go play Assassin's Creed 4 either. But yeah, in terms of Behemoth, bro, it's like yeah, it's one of those things. It's like the aesthetic of it and the vibe. It's like you fighting trolls and Jogger, and then it's like ruins and stuff like that. It's like Nordic ruins, but I don't know. It's VR though, so I think that's gonna keep me away from it, bro. But you know, I feel like it's one of those games that I really want to see the reviews for when it come out, because I'm definitely not buying a VR headset just to try this out and be like, this game garbage. But yeah, it's like gory and all that other type of stuff. It bring me everything that I would probably like in a VR game. But I don't know. I'll probably stay away from that. Wait to see reviews, and then I'll see what I want to play. Moving on to number 10, it's Until Dawn. I'm gonna tell y'all this. So Until Dawn is it's a very interesting game if you're a fan of horror. It's like a story, decision-based, interactive type game. But it's at number 10 because for the simple fact, kind of like God of War, is because I already got it. And then on top of that, I already saw somebody play it on YouTube, so I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm not getting that. And that's basically the long and short of it. Infinity Nikki, this game right here, it's the long and short of this game too. In terms of the trailer, the reason it's at number 9 is because of the trailer. Sorry about that. Number 9 is because of the trailer. I think the trailer was very well composed. I definitely think like the music they had playing in the background, it fit for it. So essentially what this game is about, it's about a girl and like her cat. Like her cat can talk. The cat's name is Momo, which I know is it's kind of like a generic name for a cat. And like a anime type video game. I know it's generic as hell, but yeah, the cat name's Momo, and they basically get transported to like a fantasy land called Mirrorland. The reason I definitely don't see myself playing this, bro, is for the simple fact, because it's kind of like a dress-up game, and that's not really my thing, bro. Essentially her dreams is to like she aspires to be like a stylist. And then it's like some light platforming, and it looked like it's some action where like you fight bosses, but all in all, it's definitely not a game that appeal to somebody like me. Like the type of games I like is I like to vibe with something that's like I think cool, or it's a game where I can go beat people up. If it ain't cool, or I can't beat people up, or if I can't beat people up and be cool looking while I do it, then I don't want to play it. So yeah, Infinity Nikki definitely get that number 9 spot. Now number 8 is the Ballad of Antara. This one was weird too, bro, because I'm like, I saw the trailer and I couldn't put my finger on what this game was. Like, what was it supposed to be about? Like, was this like a I don't know, was it like a Tales of Arise, or is it like Sekiro Souls like? Is it like Devil May Cry type game? I don't know. But it basically, from the trailer, what I got is that like you follow 4 characters and you gotta go fight. You gotta go do something. Like I don't think you can create a character. I think they're all pre-made characters. So but I will say they all had different play styles, so I guess that's cool. And then I can see some type of action RPG, but I just can't put my finger on what it's trying to be. And I guess that's well for it, because like, in trailers sometimes they just spoil like the whole plot of everything. Like in trailers, like they just be spoiling the whole plot of what this whole movie is or what the whole video game is about. Like, do I really need to play this now? I know what it's about. And so I feel like in that way they did a good job. The trailer, I'd say it was a very beautiful trailer. In terms of the settings, they were very like ethereal, especially during like the larger fights we see, which is like, I think that's a really great way to kind of reel people in. I think they got me. But right now, I'm hoping that its storytelling will be a tale for the 2020s, bro. But as for right now, I kind of sit in the limbo state, which is why it's Spider number 8 is perfect for me. It's in a limbo state. Whether or not I choose to play it or purchase it, I don't know if it's gonna be free to play or not. It basically depends on like the future promotional material. Like I can see them dropping more like trailers and things like that for it, like overviews. And they definitely have time because it's supposed to release sometime during 2025 for the PlayStation 5. So we'll see what they talking about with Blaze and Antara. We'll check it out. If they do like some trailers or something like that, I'll definitely be reacting to them on the YouTube channel. If y'all don't know, I also do YouTube. Go ahead, follow me on YouTube. Go ahead, throw me a subscribe or whatever. Shameless self plug. I know what I'm talking about. No, I'm just playing. But moving on to number 7 though. This game right here called Marvel Rivals. So I'll tell y'all right now, moving on, number 7 going forward, these are games that I'm most likely gonna buy. Some of them might be day one purchases, some of them might be like I want to wait for a sale. But based on what I've seen, of course, the reviews are still gonna kind of like make me lean either which way. But number 7 is Marvel Rivals. Now, this is weird because I know what I just said about Concord and number 7. So this is 7 spots away now. I said that about Concord at number 14. Marvel Rivals looked like a 5v5 hero shooter. And y'all know I'm trash at those. But the only difference with Marvel Rivals is that I fuck with Marvel superheroes. I ain't gonna fake it. I do fuck with Marvel superheroes, bro. Like, man, they had, and this time I think they said this one is 6 versus 6, bro. So I don't know, that might be fire, but I did see they had my boy Rocket Raccoon was in there. My girl Storm was in there. I seen they had my boy Venom up in there. Who else did they have up in there, dog? I don't know, I forgot, bro, but it's a lot of cool. Oh yeah, they had my boy Star-Lord in there, bro. Did y'all ever play the Guardians of the Galaxy game that came out? I think that was like 2020. When did that Guardians of the Galaxy game came out? It came out recently though. I know it had to come out between like 2021 and 2022. I think it was 2021. It's one of the first things I made a YouTube video about. But one of the first games I made YouTube videos about. So with Marvel's Rivals, I can see myself giving that game a shot. I can definitely see myself giving that game a shot just for the simple fact because I feel like in terms of hero shooters, I feel like one thing most publishers and developers try to do is or marketers rather, they try to make the characters that the players are going to be playing as, they try to make them likable in some way. Not necessarily giving them like a joyous, like ha ha he, like oh, a very carefree, outgoing personality on some Spider-Man shit. No, I feel like they make it like, oh, our characters are what's going to get people to buy our game and play our game. It's kind of like a fighting game, bro. Like in terms of like Tekken and Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, like there are definitely some folk who I know who will see like, say for example, Tekken 9 coming out. Some people say like, the game it's not gonna have Kazi in it, which I don't know why they ever do that again. They learned their lesson not to do that. They be like, man, I'm not playing Tekken 9 then. My boy in it. You feel me? So I feel like hero shooters go the same way. In terms of Marvel Rivals, they superheroes, so most people gonna know who they are. Like, I could tell you, it could be, bro, back 20 years ago when I was a kid. I know that made me seem like I'm old. I'm 26, but I'm not that old. But bro, all kids used to love Spider-Man, including myself, bro. 20 years ago, all kids used to love Spider-Man. When Sam Raimi Spider-Man came out, bro, the dude was fighting the Green Goblin, bro. That shit was so far. And then he did the backflip, bro. It made him stab himself with his glider and pin him up on the wall. Yeah, bro. So in terms of Marvel Rivals, I definitely see myself playing this. They talking about the closed beta finna come out on PS5 like sometime in July 2024. So I'm gonna see what's going on with that. I know I'm not a hero shooters are not really my specialty, but I'm gonna give this one a shot just because they got superheroes in it. But I don't know if they got my boy Wolverine in there, bro. I don't know about that shit. Oh wait, hold on. I think they did. So they got Iron Man in there. Let them have my boy Iron Man in there. So is Batman gonna be in there? No, I'm just playing. It's Marvel, bro. Of course, Batman not gonna be in there. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Okay, we back from our little break, bro. So we were essentially going over the ranking of the PlayStation State of Play May 2024 trailers. We were ranking them. So we were on number 6. Number 7 was Marvel Rivals. So number 6, we have Silent Hill 2. So Silent Hill 2, I believe Silent Hill I think it had the second longest presentation. I might be wrong, but I think it had the second longest presentation. I feel like with Silent Hill 2 this time around compared to the trailer we got last year, I feel like it gave the game a better look than the trailer we got last year. Like last year, bro, the game looked like, to be honest, it looked like something that they could have came out with on a PlayStation 3 or something, or maybe like the early PlayStation 4. But now I feel like they really did a good job of really capturing the horror element, like the psychological horror, and they showed it. Not necessarily in the trailer, which is why I'm putting it at number 6. I know this kind of cheating, but if y'all look at my YouTube channel, and I'm sure y'all know, if y'all know about Silent Hill, y'all follow it, they actually followed this State of Play trailer up with a follow-up presentation that would happen after State of Play ended. It was called Silent Hill Transmission. Now, I feel like Silent Hill Transmission was where we got the best look at Silent Hill. Now, I'm telling you, bro, this shit was raw because it started off with the main character. I don't know his name. I'm not a big Silent Hill fan. Like, that was not a part of my childhood growing up, and I still have yet to play. Well, I have played a Silent Hill. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. But I don't know the name of the main character, but essentially the main character gets off of like a boat, like he rode a boat up to Silent Hill, which is already a warning sign. Like me personally, bro, as soon as I pulled up on it, I'm like, oh, it's all foggy in the city too. It's foggy on the lake when I'm rolling up to that bitch. But then I pull it to the city and it's just a street, bro. It directly drive off into a lake. I would turn around so fast, bro. I would roll my ass back across that lake. Got the fuck up out of there. I ain't finna be up here. That's crazy. I ain't finna be up in here, man. That shit wild. But yeah, though. So it start off like that. Then he get off the boat, and then he on the street. And the coldest part about it is, like, in terms of Silent Hill, I feel like, okay, if somebody asks you what's one of the most iconic things about Silent Hill to somebody who don't really know about Silent Hill, it's probably 2 things people gonna say. Like me, people gonna say Pyramid Head, and then people gonna say the fog. So I feel like, bro, the fog is one of the rawest things in Silent Hill, bro. In horror culture, in history in general, bro, it's kind of like Stephen King's The Mist. I know y'all seen The Mist, bro. It's like an old movie. It was basically like these people was trapped in a grocery store, and then the grocery store was like, essentially, I think it was like a real foggy day. I think they had a hurricane like the previous night. It ended. So it starts and they drop to the grocery store. Now, while they're shopping in the grocery store, I think it's like a father and his son or daughter or something like that. Maybe his wife there, I don't remember. But they go to the grocery store, and all of a sudden, bro, it's just like a mist, like a fog just fall on the grocery store. And then it's like these little like bat like alien like things or something like that. They just keep throwing themselves at the grocery store, like windows and glass and stuff like that. People start freaking out. So in Silent Hill, it basically has that same thing, except it's not like a portal to another planet or another dimension open up, and the creatures and the beasts from that world start flooding in and all. And so you start off, you walking down the street, the fog is heavy as fuck. You can't see that far in front of you. And then eventually it's some stuff that happened. I'm not gonna give y'all a whole walkthrough of the thing, but you eventually end up at the hospital. And this is where like the full like psychological part of Silent Hill, it really kicks into full gear, because if you think about it, the fog in Silent Hill is kind of metaphorical, because in terms of Silent Hill, it's a psychological horror. So the fog can kind of represent like the brain fog that starts. It's like a brain fog, and then you find yourself in a hospital, And then inside this hospital where shit really starts off because, okay, so in terms of hospitals, normally people know them as like they clean places. You know, it might be a lot of sad scenes and stuff like that, but they really like supposed to be places of healing or easy passing. You know what I mean? And so in terms of this hospital, though, it's almost exactly the opposite, bro. It's decrepit, the walls is falling in, pipes is exposed, bro. It's like it's crazy. It's a whole bunch of like roach infestations or like beetles or some type of shit like that. And then on top of that, it's like murderous nurses and shit like that running around, bro. It's like everything you could think of to kind of like create like a dreadful like atmosphere. And I think it just serves to put you in mental distress. I feel like playing a game like that alone at night would be crazy. And if that game scores anything above 8 across most like journalism outlets, media journalism outlets, I'm getting it, bro. I'm getting it. I don't know if it's gonna be as good as like Resident Evil 2 remake, but I'm definitely gonna get it. I'm gonna check it out. Another thing I want to talk about now, I want to talk about my experience with Silent Hill. The only Silent Hill, it's gonna be short. The only Silent Hill I played was Silent Hill: The Short Message, and that came out earlier this year. Wait, when did they show us the first Silent Hill 2 trailer? Was that last year or earlier this year? Whenever that was, this trailer looked better than it. But yeah, so I played Silent Hill: The Short Message. That game, I ain't gonna fake it. That game, when it comes to psychological horror, like that game was so upsetting, bro. Like trigger warning, it deal with a lot of like young girls and how like social media can have an effect on them. Trigger warning, y'all. It got things of like, just think about like real serious and dark things that affect teenagers, bro. And even maybe not even just like teenage girls, but also teenage boys. Just think about it. Y'all can put it together. Y'all be able to put it together. But it deal with that. I ain't gonna fake it. That game fucked me up for a little minute, bro. It kind of had me in tears, bro. I was gonna come out with that YouTube video, but I was like, no, I can't come out with this one. I can't do this one, not yet. It might be some shit that I gotta work on too back then. Cause yeah, bro, in terms of high school, like, bro, but in high school, I think one of the things about me, bro, is that I was not really on social media like that in high school. Like, in terms of me being in high school, I graduated in 2016, bro. So it was like 8 years ago. And the main thing I used to use YouTube for real was looking up video game guides, bro, how to get this one trophy or this one achievement. That's all I really did, bro. I don't really do much on YouTube. I didn't look at like content creators and shit. Well, I mean, I did technically, but I didn't watch them like, oh, I really want to see what they doing now. Like, I want to see what Game Grumps is doing. Like, no, I don't care. I'm finna go watch Netflix and watch a scary movie or something like that. That's what I'm finna do. I'm finna get high, play the video game, or watch a scary movie. That's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, and then I use Instagram, but I mainly use Instagram to just post my art, kind of like how I do now. I just use Instagram just to post my drawings and paintings. I don't really use it for much. But yeah, bro, it's raw. It's raw. So I'm definitely rooting for Silent Hill 2. I'm rooting for Silent Hill 2 for real. So that's number 5. They say it's coming out. No, that's number 6. They say it's coming out October 8th of this year, 2024. So that's I think that's a really great month first time for a horror game. That's a really good month. I feel like any time in the winter or the fall is a good month for like a horror game, because it starts to get, in a lot of places, start to get cold and it get dark. It start getting dark early. You know what I'm saying? It kind of set those like lonely vibes a little bit. Which is why it's important you make sure, bro, especially when like, you know, cold time come around, because me personally, bro, I'm affected with seasonal affective disorder. So like as soon as it start getting cold or it start going into like winter, specifically winter, fall not that bad, but winter is when it get real bad, bro. Especially growing up in Wisconsin and Missouri, bro. And it get cold out here. It snow a lot more in Wisconsin, but in Missouri it do be getting cold. It be fucking me up. I ain't gonna fake it. But like spring and summer, I'm chilling. I be feeling good. It be all warm, the sun out. Fuck with the rain. I like that. So then number 5, we got Path of Exile 2. Now, Path of Exile, I'm pretty sure I talked about I think I talked about Diablo on one of these podcast episodes and how I'm kind of addicted to Diablo. Right now, as I'm doing this podcast, I'm looking at my Diablo 4 character on the screen, bro. It's my seasonal character. You level 94. I'm almost level 100, bro. I'm gonna make that push, bro, so I can max dude out, bro. Try to clear one of the hardest challenges in Diablo 4, but we'll see though. But yeah, so Path of Exile 2. Now Path of Exile is so I caught wind of Path of Exile 1. This is a long time ago. I caught wind of it. At this point, I had already been playing Diablo 3, which is actually my first Diablo I ever played was Diablo 3. I caught wind of it, and I didn't really pay too much attention to it. I thought it was really like a Diablo clone or something like that. But I mean, throughout the years, I have seen Path of Exile 1 get a lot of respect, bro. And after seeing this trailer, I can kind of see why, bro. And it's definitely something. This is number 5, so this is a game I'm definitely gonna try. I'm definitely gonna try this game, and I'm probably gonna compare it. I'm probably gonna contrast it to Diablo rather than compare it. I know it's gonna be a lot of comparisons. That's easy, but I'm probably contrast it. I want to play it because the trailer looked really good, especially once they got to the gameplay elements of it. So I want to say first off by saying this, bro. Path of Exile is doing something that not even see. I'm finna start with the contrast right now. Path of Exile 2 is doing something that even Diablo does not do to this day. Is doing couch co-op. Do y'all remember them days of couch co-op, bro? Man, this shit crazy. Y'all, hold on, I gotta tell y'all a story, bro. So growing up, me and my sister used to do a lot. We used to play a lot of games together, whether it's single player. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you die, you know you gotta pass the controller over to the next person. We used to do that with like Kingdom Hearts and Devil May Cry and stuff like that. And then we also used to play stuff like Dynasty Warriors. We used to play stuff like Dynasty Warriors, where that was like couch co-op. But then back then, there were also these games called X-Men Legends. It was 2 of them. I don't know if y'all remember. It was 2 X-Men Legends, bro. I forgot what the first one and the second one were called, but I know one of them was called Apocalypse, and I think the other one was called Rise of the Mutants or something like that. And man, when I tell you, bro, we used to play the hell out of those games. I remember we used to take our PlayStation 2 to our mama friend house, bro. When they used to babysit, we take it over there. We playing that motherfucker over there, bro. We playing it at our mom's house, bro. Mom getting ready for work. As soon as he say, y'all start getting ready, it's almost time to go. We packing up the PlayStation 2, taking it over there, hooking it up to the TV, playing that game again, bro. If y'all know, bro, my main characters was Iceman and Wolverine. Those are my 2 main characters I used to use all the time. And Cyclops too. I used to use Cyclops and Nightcrawler too. Those are my 4 main people I used to use. And then the second was called X-Men Apocalypse. I can't really tell y'all the difference between the 2, but that's crazy. But they essentially kind of like Path of Exile and Diablo type game. It's like a top-down action RPG. Hold on. And yeah, and then another game series I'm sure y'all heard of is called Marvel Ultimate Alliance, which is also kind of like a Diablo type game. It's like inspired by Diablo, top-down action RPG game. It's like 3 of them. I only played the first 2. The first 2 were cool, especially the first one, but then I heard the third one was raw as hell. I never played the third one. I think it only came out on Switch, and I never bought it for my Switch. So fast forward to Path of Exile. My Path of Exile is doing the couch co-op, bro. I feel like enough games don't do couch co-op no more, or even just couch like competition, unless it's like a fighting game. But then it's even some fighting games that's starting out to do it now. Like it's crazy. Like apparently it's rumored that Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is not gonna have couch co-op, bro. I could tell y'all stories about me, my sister, and my cousins, bro, just going back and forth on Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 3, bro. Just boxing. Just fighting, bro, hard. Like, bro, we really lived this shit. We did this shit for real. That shit crazy, bro. I mean, I'm still gonna get it, but y'all go ahead and put couch co-op in it. And the funny part about it is even if it's very rare that I'll play couch co-op with somebody, bro, or couch PvP in the fighting game, you feel me? With somebody. And it's the same thing with Path of Exile, but the fact that they got it in the game, it kind of just show you how much like the developers care about You know what I'm saying? Like they care about they players and like they craft, because that's like lifeblood of video games, bro. Before all this internet, this online gaming and shit like that, bro. Niggas ain't had it, bro. Somebody talking trash and taking for Mortal Kombat, bro. All right, bro, your cousin talking trash. All right, bro, I got the PlayStation 2 in the back. What you trying to get into? You already know how I get down. But man, that shit wild though. But yeah, though, in terms of Path of Exile, bro, it's kind of like it does really resemble Diablo, but it almost seems like it's a little slower. It's like it's more like, I don't know, like methodical in a sense, which I'm definitely here for. I'm definitely here for. I'm a big fan of like stealth games too, so I'm used to like, I'm not all like gotta go faster, faster type gameplay. Like sometimes it's cool to just sit and think. I play shit like Fire Emblem and stuff like that, XCOM. So yeah, that shit raw. So yeah, Path to Exile 2, I'm definitely gonna be checking that game out. Apparently they say it's launching to early access in late 2024. I wonder if it's gonna be free like the first one was. I don't know. Hopefully it is, but we'll see. Then another one was called Where Winds Meet. Now this game right here was also kind of interesting. It was interesting too because y'all know we got that Black Myth Wukong finna come out. And that Black Myth Wukong it's already looking crazy. I feel like a lot of times where we might receive a game from the East, a lot of times they focus on like ninja and samurai. Like we don't really be getting like stuff like where it's like monks, where like these niggas fighting like bow staffs, and that's the main character. It's always like, the sword of the dragon flame super, you know what I'm saying? Like all right, bro, that shit cool, bro. But like niggas starting to get tired of ninja and samurai, bro. Like don't y'all got like monks and shit like that? What about monks, bro? So then we got the Black Myth Wukong coming out, and he fight with a staff, like a bow staff. So that shit raw. I can't wait for that. The reason I bring up Black Myth Wukong is because this game right here is called Where Winds Meet. As soon as this trailer started, it captured my attention instantly because I think this is also a Chinese developer too right here. I think this has also been developed by a Chinese studio. It was just like it had that real like ominous air with like the character designs. And one second. With like the character designs, it was like real ominous with the visuals. It was like red and black, and the screen was flashing, bow, 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 and then all of a sudden it's just a dude with like a mask on, like some type of Oni. He lifted up a sword, a curved sword, and a big ass fish just jumped off from behind him. And then we saw the gameplay, and the gameplay really reminded me of Sekiro. It reminded me a lot of Sekiro, which caught my attention immediately. I'm like, man, if this is Sekiro, I mean, I'm talking like it's like it almost seemed like it was like deflections going on back and forth. It was a whole bunch of deflecting. In that trailer, there was even a boss that reminded me of Ishin the Sword Saint. I'm sure y'all remember Ishin the Sword Saint from Sekiro. That's one of the hardest bosses of all time ever created. Dude low key up there with Virgil and but with that being said, I do hope that it's not a rip off of Sekiro. It's nothing wrong with paying, homage. It's nothing wrong with paying homage to another artistic property, but it's never cool to just rip the property off like so. But I'll say that in terms of the game trailer, they definitely did a great presentation, had great cinematography. I like that the hits were very impactful in terms of combat. They were very impactful. It had really good sound, and it had like real cool environments. Like for example, I talked to you about that one fight where it looked so close to Ishin the Sword Saint. If like they fused with like the founding titan of Aaron, but like smaller. It was like that same type of arena with that same look. If I'm remembering it correctly from memory. But that's kind of what it gave me. But the trailer was on like 1:03 or something like that. It was like a minute long. It was one of the shorter trailers compared to Concord, which I think was like 12 minutes long or something like that. The trailer was long too. But that game does not have a release date. It's still in development, so we really don't know when that game coming out. And then we got number 3 So these are the games that I'm for sure without a fact, as long as they're not complete trash, that I'm buying for sure. For certainty, y'all. This is for sure. So I want to talk about first. Sorry about that. I'm on my mic. Dynasty Warrior Origins. So this game is funny because some people probably like, are you talking about those games where you go through and you mow down like 1,000 enemies just by mashing one button? Yes. Yes, those games, bro. Dynasty Warriors. Dynasty Warriors, man. It might, to be honest, it might be a controversial choice for a third place, but I don't know. Like, I'm sure it's not just me, but I feel like the Warriors games, specifically Dynasty Warriors, I think it hold a spot in a lot of gamers' hearts, bro, including myself. Cause man, I could tell y'all a story of this had to be. This was where me, my mom, and my sister was living in. We was living in what was it, like a duplex? I think that's what you call it, a duplex, where it's like a family on the first floor, then a family at the top floor. So we lived in a duplex on the top floor, and my mom took me to the to GameStop. I forgot why she took me to GameStop to get a game, and I got a game. I think it was Chaos Legion, and we played it for a minute, but we didn't really like it, bro. So that same day, my mama took me back to GameStop. I was like, I told my mom, I was like, I don't know what this game is. I don't really like this. So then she took me back up to GameStop. Then we came back, and at that GameStop, I brought back Dynasty Warriors 5, bro. So I don't know when I don't remember when that game came out, but I just remember. Like, we put that mud in the PlayStation 2, bro. It was me and my sister, little big head kids, bro, just sitting up there with the little PlayStation 2 controllers with the wires, bro. We was sitting up there, and then the little like opening cutscene came on, and all I remember is Zhao Yun, bro, had the cape and the spear, bro. And dude, he just charged like a whole bunch of like soldiers and shit. Like he charged a whole bunch of soldiers, bro. He took his cape off his back and threw it into the crowd, bro. Then like distracted him, and then he just started going through the crowd like he was playing. That shit was so raw. But yeah, though, we played the hell out that game, dog. I'm telling you, like, we straight looked up all the ways you're supposed to unlock your characters, like their I forgot what they call it, their Muso weapon, like their ultimate weapon. Yeah, dog. We got the strongest weapon for all our characters, unlike Lubu's horses. We was unstoppable, bro. So then they talking about Dynasty Warriors Origins coming out, bro. And back then, in terms of them Dynasty Warriors games, like, the systems couldn't really handle what they was trying to do with Dynasty Warriors, bro. Because in terms of Dynasty Warriors, it's a game that was based on like warfare. So it used to be a lot of shit going on. Like, it used to be like cannon fire. It used to be ships rolling in, shooting. There used to be a whole bunch of arrows flying through the air. They used to be rolling down boulders on each other, storming, sieging castles and bases and fortresses and shit like that, flooding and shit. Like, but with this game, bro, I feel like they got a big chance, bro. And the game looked beautiful, bro. Like, based off of the trailers, like, the game looked beautiful, bro. So I'm just really trying to see what they do with it. And this time around, I think they following, like, I think it's really gonna be a story mode. It's like you following like this one character or something like that. I don't think they named him, and I can't tell who it is, which I'm fine with. But one thing I do hope too is that they let us do like the traditional Dynasty War stories where you play as like the Wu, Wei, or Shu, and then you beat their story, then you can go do the other story, and then they all start to come, full together ish, to where the romance of the Three Kingdoms ended. And recently I found myself playing Dynasty Warriors 8 a lot because I started to read the romance of the Three Kingdoms. And something I would do is that I started doing this pretty late. I think around like maybe like page 200 of the book. I essentially like read a section of the book and then I go play Dynasty Warriors 8. You feel me? And then I try to see like which way I gotta play the story. Like, do I need to keep following the Wu here, or do I need to jump to the Shu and see if the next part of the story is following the book? And for the most part, like there were a lot of sections that it did follow the book. I know I made it past the part where Lubu died, and where did he die, bro? It's been a minute since I've been reading the book. I think I finished book one. I'm going into book two now. Um, but yeah though, so that's cool. So I'm definitely looking forward to Dynasty Warriors Origins, bro. I hope they just really go hard this time, bro, because y'all can pull off Dynasty Warriors in a crazy way. I mean, back then they really used to do some cool shit. Like in terms of like it'd be like lightning strikes, you'd be having boulders getting thrown at you. It'd be like fire arrows getting shot. It'd be setting shit on fire. Like they could do that, but now, bro, with the PlayStation 5 and the PC and the Xbox, like they can go crazy, bro. So I definitely want to see them go crazy. Unfortunately though, we still don't have a solid release date for the new Dynasty Warriors, bro. Really it's to be decided for 2025, bro, but as soon as they get a date for that mud, bro, I definitely want to hop on that. There's probably gonna be some videos on the channel about that game too. It's either that or it's gonna be on my website, or I'm gonna be talking about it on the podcast. But yeah, though. So we just gonna take a little break right here, and I'll be back in a minute. We almost done. We moving on to number 2, so it's only 2 more games left. So see if y'all can guess. See if y'all can guess, bro. All right, y'all, we back with the State of Play 2024 May. State of Play May 2024 with rankings. Bro, I got the sniffles, bro. I think I know why. So, tell me if y'all ever heard of this brand. It's called Popcorn on a Mission, but it's like a fundraiser popcorn. So essentially, my little cousin had a fundraiser at his school, bro. He like a baby. Like I think he like 3 or 4. When little kids be starting school, what age? I forgot. Like 3 or 4 or something like that. Gotta be somewhere around there. But so my mom brought home a whole box or something like that for it. And bro, it's a spicy flavor. It's called in queso fire, bro, and cheese fire, bro. Them was kind of spicy, bro. They got my nose running, but at the same time, I like spicy food, bro. Spicy food fire, bro. In terms of my breaks on my podcast, bro, I want to do like some Adult Swim. Never mind, I ain't even gonna tell y'all my type of thing, bro. I ain't even gonna tell y'all just so nobody don't steal my stuff. No, just playing. I'm just playing. Moving on though to number 2, bro. Number 2 on our list, bro, for the rankings. So this is number 2 spot. This is silver runner up. It's the runner up, but not for real though. I gotta give it to Monster Hunter Wilds, bro. So Monster Hunter, bro. If my cousins see this, bro, they gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. During the pandemic, bro, really even before the pandemic, like 2019, because when Monster Hunter World come out, it came out 2018, bro, and I had already been playing that mode with them. But then we really start going super hard on it during the pandemic, because you know what I'm saying, like the main thing we doing is inside the house gaming, watching movies and TV. You ain't really doing nothing like that for real. So yeah, bro, we played the hell out of Monster Hunter World. I think Monster Hunter World is probably my single most played PlayStation 4 game, bro. I think my file, bro, before I kind of stopped playing it for real, I think my file was at like 800 something hours, bro, almost 900. It might have been 900. That was my most played game on the PlayStation 4. It's kind of crazy, right? But there's people that go even harder on that. But that was really my first Monster Hunter that I really like got into. Man, that shit was so fun, bro. Like, I feel like there ain't nothing colder than just chilling with your homies or your family, bro, and just like going in and beating up like a big ass monster, like several big ass monsters with y'all weapons and stuff like that. Y'all just talking shit, just laughing about what's going on, bro. I feel like there's no way to make that cooler than what Monster Hunter does, bro. And Monster Hunter World went crazy with it. Like, talk about a game that, like, bro, if you a person that play games by yourself, bro, but you know people that play games and they play Monster Hunter, try to play Monster Hunter with them, bro, and see if you kind of start fucking with multiplayer a little bit. But yeah, though, what y'all know about Monster Hunter, like it really broke into the mainstream, like I'm talking about crazy numbers with Monster Hunter World, bro. I think Monster Hunter World became Capcom's like best selling. I think Monster Hunter World is Capcom's single best selling video game, bro, of all time. I could be mistaken, but I know it's up there. Um, to be honest, when it comes to Monster Hunter Wild, I didn't expect to see it at the state of play. I wouldn't really, to be honest, I didn't even expect that the state of play was coming. I think maybe like 2 days out, I was like, oh shit, there's gonna be a state of play. I'm gonna have to do something about this, bro. So then here I am now. I did a blog post, made some YouTube videos about it. Now I'm making a podcast. This is most of my podcasts. Don't worry, we got more topics, bro. Um, but yeah, though. So this one is supposed to be like a more so open world Monster Hunter, which is already a crazy thing in terms of Monster Hunter already been a big ass game, but it's never been. Not that I know of, it's never really been open world like it's about to be, and that shit is raw. So that's one big thing I'm looking forward to seeing. And then it has like these like environmental set pieces. Like in the trailer, it was like a big ass sandstorm, and dude had to ride into it because that big ass Azuros looking monster was right on his ass, bro. So he had to just ride into it or either turn back and fight the monster and still be in the sandstorm. So that shit was raw. And then another thing they did, which is something I've actually heard a lot of Monster Hunter players bring up, is the ability to take like 2 weapons with you. And I'm not sure if they did that before in another Monster Hunter game, but in this game, well, at least inside the trailer, it's like we saw his great sword turn into like a heavy bow gun or something like that. I don't know if it was a gun lance or something, but it was something that was shooting. That shit is raw, bro. Um, I feel like no game really does significant changes like Monster Hunter, but still manages to keep like the heart of its actual gameplay still. And I can't wait to see how Monster Hunter Wild do that. That's without a doubt gonna be a day one purchase. Like I don't really got no choice, bro. I'm compelled to get that day one. Like it could be a whole bunch of multiplayer games I'll play with other people and stuff like that. Like I might let that stuff pass and all that other stuff, but Monster Hunter, it's hard to let it pass, bro. Like I kind of fell off on Rise a little bit. I ain't even gonna stunt, but like I ain't even gonna fake it to you. I kind of fell off on Rise a little bit, but I did do a lot of multiplayer in Rise. I'm pretty good at it, of course. Big insect glaive champion, big bow hunter. Y'all know how I get down, bro. And so with both favoritism and merit, I gotta give it to Monster Hunter Wild as one of the winners for me at this year's or at this particular state of play. But it didn't win the show for me. The number 1 spot goes to Astrobot. Now, I really want to have this discussion. Do y'all feel like Astrobot is gonna be the next? It's gonna be the next, like, platformer icon, like on some Crash Bandicoot, Mario, Sonic type shit. I feel like he got the makings to it, bro. Like the trailer, the way they put on for Astro Boy. I said Astro Boy. The way they put on for Astro was crazy. Like when I tell you that trailer just looked like that game was just gonna be a heap loads of fun, bro. Like I could see elements of like Star Fox. I could see elements of Super Mario Odyssey. It's just so much, and then it's just like 3D platform. They got action in it. The movement looks smooth, man. Like I feel like Sony going all in with Astrobot. And it's funny because it's actually a video on my YouTube channel now where in the title I say the state of play got me to finally play this game. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. It took me a long time to get a PlayStation 5 during the pandemic. When I finally managed to get a PlayStation 5, I think Astro Playroom, it comes installed on a PlayStation 5 automatically. As soon as I got my PlayStation 5, I deleted that game. Well, I don't think I deleted it, but I wasn't playing that. I'm like, who is this? It's like a tech demo. I don't need no tech demo. I'll figure this out on the go. Now I eventually played that, bro. That was like 4 years ago. I eventually played it, bro. And it was fun. It was fun as hell, bro. Like it paid homage to like PlayStation history. And matter of fact, in that video, I think there was one part where I fell down. Since we were just talking about Silent Hill, it was one part where I fell down and I found a little secret. It was kind of like a scene was being reenacted of like Pyramid Head, like abducting like another Astrobot. And that was cool in the cutscenes and stuff like that. You ran into like Kratos, You ran into like Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. It was so cool, but they were all like Astrobot versions of themselves. So I definitely feel like Sony is trying to prep Astro up to be the next to be a next like platformer icon, because Knack, like God bless Knack, but Knack wasn't it, bro. Like, come on, can we finally say we so far removed from it? If Knack 3 come out, my prediction for Summer Game Fest is Knack 3. So yeah, with that being said, I think Astro Bot, it won the state of play for me. It was the #1 pick. I'm gonna give it to Astro Bot. I kind of got a soft spot in my heart for platformers. I'm a real big fan of platformers, 2D or 3D. I'm a big fan of platformers. I've always liked platformers since I played Donkey Kong 64 and Sonic the Hedgehog, and I used to get pissed off at them as a kid. But yeah, though. So that's the state of play. Let me know what y'all thought about the state of play, and if y'all had to rank all the trailers, how would y'all rank them? Just let me know. I do want to get an email set up for this podcast by itself, but shoot, I can go to my YouTube channel and just make comments over there, because I'm gonna post this on my YouTube channel. So I'm gonna post this podcast on my YouTube channel. Which I do for every episode. But moving on, we have a lot more game topics to cover. I'm gonna run through them. They won't be as expensive as that, of course, but you know. So Street Fighter 6, bro. I don't think I ever talked about Street Fighter 6 on this podcast. I talked about Tekken 8. Street Fighter 6 first came out. I had an addiction to that game too. It's been a lot of games recently that I've just found myself playing a lot. Street Fighter 6 was one of them. But the thing about Street Fighter 6, bro, is like it didn't have my character, and it didn't have Sagata in it. Y'all know I'm talking about Tiger Knee, Tiger Uppercut. Tiger Knee, Tiger Uppercut. Like, that was my nigga, bro. But they ain't got him in there right now. And I hope they bring him over, but they ain't got him right now. But recently, they just had a new character came out. It was Akuma. Y'all know who Akuma is. The master of the Sasui no Hado, the demon himself, Akuma. Now, when Street Fighter 6 came out before Akuma, the main character I tried to use was Jamie. And while I like Jamie, I was trash with that dude. I don't know what it was about Jamie, but I was just garbage. Like, I can't win with this nigga. I was trying my best. I tell you, I was trying my best, but it just didn't work. But it's all good, because now Akuma came out. Y'all go to my YouTube channel, bro, and watch my Akuma video. I was whooping people's heads, bro. I'm telling you, I was whooping people's heads, bro. I was going on winning streaks. I'm like, bro, I ain't never played Street Fighter 6 as good, bro. Or this well, rather. I ain't never played Street Fighter 6 as well. So that was fun as hell, man. Like, I think I spent like it was like, I think the video itself was just really just me playing it all the way through. I did a few cuts, but I think I played like 2 hours, bro. I was like, okay, I gotta stop. I got other stuff to do. And so yeah, so Street Fighter 6 got it finally broke 100 plus hours on my system. Like, that's dope. It's definitely gonna get more too, because I'm gonna try to be the best Akuma out there, or at least better than I used to be. Better than I think at this point I'm already better than I've ever been at any Street Fighter I ever played, because I've always been trash at Street Fighter. The first Street Fighter I got, well, my sister got it actually for her PlayStation 3, but Street Fighter 4. That game was so fucking hard, bro. I'm like, you can't pull out Tekken. You can't pull out combos in this game like you can do in Tekken. Like, you gotta, like, it's like a rhythm. Like, you gotta tap, do, and then do like little weird motions with the analog. See, I can't do this shit. I'm used to Tekken where you punch a nigga, and then you bow punches it again, and then you smash him to the ground, and then you fall over the like. I'm used to that. I'm used to that Street Fighter stuff. I'm starting to get better with it now though, so that's cool. So yeah, so Street Fighter 6 got an update. I think Akuma came out last week or the week before, somewhere around there. But yeah, I did that, got that out. That was fire as fuck. Another game that came out last week. Now, I think this game really did come out last week. Multiversus came back. How y'all feeling about Multiversus this time around? I know I did a few YouTube shorts back then about Multiversus. I did a few YouTube shorts. The game was cool, bro, but it's one of those things where like a game come out and it's not the GOAT, you know? Because me, I grew up playing Smash Bros. I grew up playing Super Smash Bros. So it's hard for a platform fighter to even come close to Super Smash Bros. To me, even come close. And I think that's what the first run of Multiversus did to me. But this new iteration of Multiversus, I feel like they're getting closer. I feel like they're really getting closer, bro. Not even if they're not trying to get close to Smash itself, I feel like it's really becoming a good game in and of itself. It might not be perfect, you know what I'm saying? It might not be like, if I had to give it a grade, I only played it for like 2 hours. This second run of Multiverse, I only played it for like 2 hours. As of recording this podcast episode, and that was the day after it came out, so like Tuesday, that was the day after it came out. But yeah, I thought it was a fun game. I thought it was fun. I had a lot of fun playing it. It was one of those games I had a hard time putting down. But they wouldn't let me unlock Joker, bro. What the freak? I really wanted to play as Joker, bro. But I gotta play. Had I been playing that game consistently up to recording this episode of this podcast, it's June 2nd. I'm recording this podcast. It's probably gonna come out early in the morning, June 3rd. I probably would have dude unlocked by now. I probably would have Joker unlocked by now, but shit, I had some other stuff to do. It got real busy later in the week. Another good thing I can say about Multiverse, I think it's cool how they brought Jason Voorhees over. That's kind of weird. That's from left field. But they made him a little more cartoonish, which I think it still worked for Jason. It still worked. He a big character because, of course, I know y'all know about. Like he really liked it. Like if y'all ever seen Friday the 13th after part, I think it's after part 3, they start doing that. If y'all ever seen after that, y'all know what I'm talking about. So I think that's dope as hell. So if I had to say who is my one of my most desired characters for Multiverses, I'll probably say Debo from Friday. I mean, I think he'd be hard as fuck. Maybe Smokey, that'd be tight as fuck. They put Smokey in there. That should be raw. But anyway, speaking of, do y'all remember when like cartoon CDs used to come in the cereal boxes? My sister brought that up to me recently. We was talking. She was like, because we was all in the PlayStation party, and I think we all just got to talking about like childhood cartoons and stuff like that. And I think we was talking about something else. But then it eventually led into childhood cartoons, and then she brought up how like the CDs or like cartoons used to come in the cereal boxes. I was like, that's some throwback shit. I remember a long time ago we got the Fruit Loops. The Fruit Loops box. And the Fruit Loops box had a CD, had a cartoon CD in it. We might still have it to this day. I gotta ask my sister if she got it. It had the cartoon CD in it. And it had, who did it have on there? It had like 2 episodes of Dexter's Laboratory. It had 2 episodes of Johnny Bravo. And then it had 2 episodes of Ed, Edd n Eddy, which is my favorite cartoon of all time. I love Ed, Edd n Eddy. That's a fucking cold-ass cartoon. I think it had 2 episodes of Courage the Cowardly Dog, which is also another one of the golden cartoons ever. And there might have been another cartoon series too, but I forgot. Yeah, but that was just some throwback shit. I just wanted to reminisce on that. I was on, man, that's back when. That's probably the first house I ever remember us living in, bro. From my childhood, that's probably the first house I can actually remember living in. Apparently, we lived in another house before that, but I don't remember that because I was a baby. I don't remember that shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Summer Games Fest. What are y'all predictions for Summer Games Fest? I think they say it's supposed to be June 7th. So that's gonna be this Friday now. Now this Friday. So the state of play was last Friday, this previous Friday. This Summer Games Fest is gonna be this Friday coming up. What are y'all predictions? Me personally, I don't have predictions. I have one prediction. I predict that we gonna see NAC 3, but that's just beside the point. Let me see, what other topics do I have for y'all? Oh yeah, I got another one. I know it was like the first or the second episode I brought up Godzilla -1. Bro, yesterday they put Godzilla -1 on Netflix, dog. So the next podcast episode y'all hear, bro, later in this week, it's gonna be about Godzilla -1. Godzilla -1 is about to have, it's on Netflix now, bro, and I'm about to talk about it. gonna talk about it on this podcast. We gonna have a great discussion on Godzilla minus one. They say it's a good movie, but if it's trash, I'm gonna come back and be like, we ain't talking about that. I got different topics for y'all. So yeah, so that's gonna be cool, man. I really want to talk about that Godzilla minus one because that's Godzilla, bro. I feel like I'm a big fan of like monster movies, like monster media, where it's like big ass creatures. Sometimes not even creatures, where it's like even like mechs. So say for example, like one of my favorite anime of all time is Attack on Titan. And you know Attack on Titan is Titans, bro, big ass like monsters, bro, popping up, tearing people up, bro. And I remember when Peter Jackson's King Kong came out. What was that, like 2005? So I was like 7 years old, and I remember like that's a long ass movie, bro. It really seemed long when you were a kid. That movie like 3 hours long, and it's that one scene where it's like they finally make it to Skull Island. And then it's like the indigenous people, and they be making like sacrifices to Kong and stuff like that. And so like they were essentially like getting herded up by like the villagers and stuff like that, and they were getting them prepared for like this ritual sacrifice. And they were planning on using the white woman to sacrifice the Kong or whatever like that. And so like during that whole sequence, it's kind of like it's like a trance state they start putting themselves in. Like she moving through the crowd, and it's like a whole bunch of like people with makeup on. And as a kid, like that was scary to do it. And I just remember this one part in that movie. Y'all probably know what I'm talking about if y'all seen the movie, where like I think it's like an older woman, it's like an older indigenous woman. And like her eyes start rolling back in her head, like, and she like jerking. That scared the fuck out of me as a kid. I remember that to this day. But then as soon as King Kong pop up in the movie, and shit, all is well in town, bro, because like that's when the movie really start popping. When King Kong pop up, that's like an hour into the movie, bro. Like I'm scared of the whole first hour of that movie, but then when King Kong pop up, now I'm watching. And like I mean, dude, sitting with their fight big ass T-Rexes and shit like that. Like he whooped 2 T-Rex at the same time. He folded them niggas, bro. Them niggas was falling down cliffs and shit like that. I gotta watch that movie. That movie kind of fire. But yeah, though, I'm a fan of all that, like big kaijus and mechs and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm a big fan of all that shit, so that shit cool. And then I talked about Late Night Talk with the Devil, which I still haven't seen. I talked about that last episode. And there's another horror movie they say came out. These horror movies always want you to go to the theater. Well, it's not just horror movies, it's all movies, bro. Like, okay, like I can't pay for like HBO Max, bro, so I can see it even if I don't want to go to the theater. Niggas do not want it. Bro, I gotta get work done on my car, bro. I only want to drive my car to work, bro. That's it. It's all good though. But yeah, it's called In a Violent Nature. If y'all have seen In a Violent Nature or Late Night Talk with the Devil, let me know what did you all think about it. I'm probably not gonna read it until I watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna have to hop the bus or something like that. Try to see where I can find them. I'm gonna go watch them, bro. I might have to rent them off. Bro, I feel like I could probably rent Late Night Talk with the Devil off of like Amazon Video. I have to check and see. But with this one, it's called In a Violent Nature. And it's basically a horror film that's from the perspective of a killer. So that's interesting. But why do I feel like that's a concept that's already been done? But you know, sometimes it's not about having new ideas. Sometimes it's about the way that you execute things that really make the difference. Because if you think about it for real, if you really think about it, most of the time, the true difficulty in doing anything is not necessarily getting the idea that this is what I need to do, it's actually doing it. So it's also that effort. I feel like effort is a large barrier to most people. And it's one thing that I feel like I kind of fall victim a lot to. Or fall victim to a lot rather. I kind of talked about it last episode at the start, where it's like I kind of do a bad job of like capturing my ideas. So then sometimes it'd be hard for me to record the podcast episode because I'll be like, I don't really know what to say. A lot of times I'll just be winging it. But hey, you know, new podcaster, so you know, at least I gotta start. least I gotta start. In this episode 4, I feel like I should celebrate episode 10. I should celebrate episode 10. But that's only if I can get on, like, I wanted to make it so I don't miss any episodes, any weeks. But I want to go on the streak. Like, if I can get up to like a 10 streak, I feel like I'll be doing great. And I feel like I'm gonna celebrate that. I don't know how I'm gonna celebrate it, but I'm gonna celebrate it. Because yeah, in the last episode, look, last episode of the podcast was 13 days ago. This was supposed to be episode 5, bro. That's how I'll be selling. But in terms of that episode, I actually was gonna record that episode, and that episode was gonna be this episode. But then I was tripping still. I was still tripping. I ain't gonna fake it. But shoot, though. Closing remarks. We got a lot to look forward to this week on all fronts, bro. It's awesome. Another thing I want to talk about. This is a random topic, bro. Before I close out, I want to talk about this new Drake and Sexy Red song, bro. See, Drake, bro, like, I don't understand why you getting the rapping over BBL Drizzy, bro. That's one thing. I don't even want to talk about that like that for real, but that's crazy, bro. Like, but I guess it's good to laugh at yourself. To be able to laugh at yourself, I guess that's good. But I don't know, if I was a rapper, bro, I'll be like, man, I gotta come up with something. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? That was just a random thought. Another random thought, bro, is this song J. Cole got too. This song, it's what's the name of that song? It's Grippy. Like, no, bro, come on, bro. That's my favorite, man. That's still my favorite rapper, though. I don't care, bro. He one of my top 3 favorite rappers I already know. Him and Kendrick are top 3. I don't know who the third is. I have to think about it. Damn, a lot of people who could be top 3s, they passed, bro. I ain't gonna fake it. But anyway, that's beside the point, bro. Let me know what y'all think about today's episode. I am gonna try to get like an email. I'm gonna try to get an email for this podcast. Figure out some way that y'all can, if you want to throw ideas out, or if not, another way that y'all can get in contact with the podcast is y'all can go to my YouTube channel. Like I said, just leave comments, bro, over there. And I'll see, just leave comments under the podcast episode you want us to talk about something. If you all have any ideas, any comments, anything you all would want me to talk about, just let me know in the comment section. And I'll definitely be reading those. I'll definitely be active in my comment sections, especially when some of my videos are active. So, yeah, with that being said, y'all have a great rest of y'all day. This is the What Y'all Doing podcast. What are y'all doing right now? I don't know. I'm finna go find something to do with myself, man. It's late as some mud. But y'all be cool and y'all be alright. Alright? Don't do anything I would do. Episode 4, done. Hey.